In this episode, I sit down with some veteran volunteers of the Neighborhood Help Center, being one myself, to talk about our experiences with the NHC and how NJCDC has impacted our lives. I want to talk a little bit about you and about the stuff that you've done too with the Neighborhood Help Center. In the Christina's interview, we mentioned the homework help program that we both did. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I can go really into that. So actually, like you said, you joined PYC. And then 2 years into that was when I actually started participating as well. So my first year, I was shy. I was introverted. I didn't say anything really. My second and third year was when I actually decided to say, hey, we should start this homework help center. And it was you, me, and Naz, and another person as well, who were involved with teaching young middle school kids. They were around 7 to 8 years old. No, they're not 7 to 8 years old, middle school, but middle school, young elementary school kids. Yeah,
elementary school.
And they were coming in for just general homework help. And for their school, they were kids from international high school. International, like the general Patterson area middle schools, elementary schools. And I remember there was one girl and one boy that we were teaching. And these kids were going through coping problems. They were having peer pressure at school. Yeah. So they were having, this is one story that sticks to me a lot. And it's just that, this person was looking and they came with their mom. So their mom didn't know how to solve the problem that was happening in school. They were having kind of maturity problems. They were having attention deficit problems. And I know that when they came in to receive help at the NHC, which is what NHC is basically known for, as Cristina talked about. Yeah. They helped out a lot with, we helped out so much with just how to get over first peer pressure. Because if it's not the homework, that's the problem. It's not that they don't know what the topic that they're learning is the problem. Because they learned well, whether it's they learned visually, whether it's they learned verbally or hearing wise or whatever kinesthetically, like through their body, however they want to learn, they're learning it. They just have peer pressure problems because other people who are their peers in school are positioning them in a way that like they don't feel comfortable in.
Yeah, for sure.
So they kind of fell under the pressure. And so we kind of helped them come up with coping mechanisms so that when they finished the elementary year, they did better. So the outcome out of all of that was like, we did a survey that the students, probably 30 plus students, because we couldn't handle the amount of students that were coming in. At first it was like 5 kids. Yeah. But then all of a sudden we started getting a ramp up of like 30, 40 kids. And at the NHC, you can't have 40 kids. Yeah. You could barely fit 40 people. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like we had, and that was happening on a routine basis. And we were surprised just how much the community needed that sort of input. We needed, we were surprised because of the amount of peer pressure there was, the amount of work that needed to be done with the young kids. And that's what eventually like motivated myself to like look into how I can help do that for the community later on. That was like, even though I stepped away from it for a little bit, I then look back at every single moment where I'm like, oh wow, my mom and my influences of helping kids with homework, helping kids with their peer pressure problems, that really affected me. And so I saw the same thing happen in PYC, and it motivated me to get more involved in PYC, my routine and everything that's involved after that.
Yeah, for sure. Like I know, like I remember, like even as far as I have known you, I haven't known you as that person. Maybe it's because I was shy myself. I think you were more outspoken than I was back then, even when you were kind of like getting a little more so. Like, because I was very quiet. But I do remember you being more what's it called? Kind of being like more outspoken, especially towards that program, because you led that program. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That was the program that was the head for me, because I noticed that we were involved and we needed people to be ASAP on top of that program. We needed people who were encouraged to be part of it, and we needed people who would drive the program home for the next year or 2 years. Yeah. So that's basically how we felt about the program.
Yeah, and it was great though. I remember there was this one student. Do you remember?
Actually, crazy story. Sorry to cut you off.
No, I got you.
Recently, about 2 months ago, the same girl and the same boy that showed up that first week that we started the program, I saw them. So I saw them. They're 18 years old now, and they're applying. They're applying for school, and their mom came into the NHC, the same building, because NHC's been around, right? Yeah. She came in and said, you helped. I didn't even recognize the daughter. I had like
was that the daughter that I helped?
Yeah, you did. Same girl.
Yeah, the same girl.
Wow. She came in and she said her family and her mom and her dad saw us together and said, "Thank you so much for being there for me and my girl." And then I saw them, and that's the first influence that I saw.
Wow,
So
that must have been big. That
that
must
was
be,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, saw that. That must be so refreshing. I wish I was there for that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, because I remember that girl. She was like, like I remember she had like a test score that it helped her with, and apparently like she put it up on the fridge. Like, it was that was the same girl.
Same girl.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
She's been doing a lot with her life. Right now, she's actually moving on, and she has more esteem, more self-esteem, more confidence, and is looking to go to trade school. So she wants to look at how she can get things moving forward with that. Yeah.
So Sammy,
Sammy, let's get you in here.
Yeah, let's get you back over here.
Reeling them in.
Let's come back over
super,
here.
Like,
Not
watching you talk.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yo, because we're again,
no, but
like,
it's a good story.
I know.
We had a moral story.
Yeah, I know.
I
And
wouldn't
we
need
have
one
history.
of those. I wouldn't need one of those in the past.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't that. I mean, I wasn't that bad at school, but sometimes like I used to need help for some like I don't know how you call that, like classes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that's really good.